Hey fellas, we don't got a lot of time for a long intro tonight. How's it going? I wanted to stream earlier so bad, but just too many things going on. I was out of town until this morning. Just got in, I got in kind of early afternoon, but then stuff just happened. So I'm sorry, Creative and everybody else that's in Europe. It's going to be, way too late for anybody to be watching live, but that's okay. Is the tribute to Kobe still on? I didn't know it was still going. I plan on watching it eventually, but no, I wasn't watching it today. Yes, there is a wLED update, but while we're waiting for maybe a few people to arrive, you guys want a little sneak peek of some bug action? Huh? I was working on the bug today, and I want to show everybody this. Okay. This is unedited, raw. Can you hear it? No, it's not okay. It's going to be a half hour, Frank. That's it. Half hour and I'm done. Can you hear this thing at all? Probably not. Not really, huh? To make this video, I'm using this little camera. Barely hear it. Too quiet. I don't know why it's you won't need this. Well, I'll try and get the. Oh, here, I know what'll happen. Here we go.
I am ready. Okay.
There we go.
Is this button? That's the button. Okay, so
Should we
here we
rewind
go.
it? Here, let's rewind it for a second. Okay. This is a premiere.
The relay. So when Zach presses the clutch,
this is the big relay.
The relay down. Once he's got the clutch
Can I zoom in on this?
And the relay's closed, it will start allowing 12 volts to go to the car.
This was like 30 minutes ago.
That when he switches it, it will send 12 volts to the coil that will hold the relay down. So that at that point he can let go of the clutch.
Wide Awake Club.
After he's let go of the clutch, that coil's down. Everything should still be energized. The wheels will probably start moving just because of the way the accelerator pedal is right now. But then he can squeeze the accelerator pedal and
you'll see something
the wheels
fun.
will keep spinning faster. So
all
let's
right,
see. Zach, how are you?
I'm good.
You ready?
I am ready.
Okay.
Is this button?
That's the button. Okay, so here we go. First, press the clutch. Woo! Okay.
Little snap there. Do you see that?
Now switch the button.
And this relay here.
Now let off the clutch. Perfect. Now squeeze the gas pedal. All right. Oh, it's in reverse, I think. Wait, let's see. Yeah, it is in reverse. That's okay. Squeeze the gas pedal again.
Okay, best part's coming up. Here we go.
All right. It's ready for a test drive. It's ready for a test drive tomorrow. Okay, flip the switch off now.
Watch it. Here goes.
Oh, good.
What just that?
Yeah, you saw that?
Just went boom with big old sparks. Like big sparks.
I know.
I couldn't help it. I had to show you guys that. Oh man.
No, but let's unplug. We're messing with serious stuff here.
There's what happens, right? There's what happened right there.
Toy. Ooh, crap. All right. Well, we might adjust this thing a little bit.
Woo! That was awesome. That was so fun. That was a good time. So yeah, that'll be funny. What the heck happened? So I'll explain it when I make that video in more detail, but basically I made this mechanism so that when you press the clutch pedal, it engages this mechanical relay. And then it might have welded, it looks like it melted part of that hinge. It was on a hinge and it looks like it melted part of that hinge. So I didn't really go through all the damage report, but yeah, that was pretty crazy. So, okay, let's do wLED. Let's do it. Let's update wLED. What do you think? I think we should. All right, I'm very excited about this. I've been waiting to do any kind of real update until he came out with an official non-beta version, because this one's been technically beta. So this is an official non-beta version. So let's get her downloaded. Has anybody tried it? Who's worked with it? Has anybody played with it? I need to turn this off. It's too bright for my face. Can't see. Well, no, the contact, that contact is rated for load. What happened was the way that I had set this mechanism up, when it disconnected, this random, this piece of the bracket that I built basically touched the positive terminal, and it actually touched the positive terminal on the motor controller side. So the reason it sparked, it wasn't from the battery. We'd already disconnected that. It was from the residual in the capacitors from the motor controller. So hopefully the motor controller is okay. Technically, that's where it shorted, so we'll should send that electro boom. That's a great idea. You know what? I will do some work on the integration. Oh, okay. Let's check it out. So let's quick go through a couple things. What he did. So segments now supports grouping and spacing options. That's cool. Re-added quick color selectors. Oh, that was nice when he had like the red, green, yellow, and a few others. PC mode. So all the settings are on one page. I love that. New auto RGBW modes. Oh, that's cool. 5 new infrared remotes. Okay. DMX modes over E131. Okay. Added some effects, heartbeat, rainbow, percent, plasma drip. Okay, we'll have to check those out. Improved analog LED support. That's awesome. I know a lot of people have asked about that. Can this upgrade OTA? I plan on doing it up over OTA 4 tracks. Yes, sir. Wi-Fi sleep toggle. That's interesting. Dynamic effect data, pixel locking. Oh, removed pixel locking. Okay. Various small effect improvements and various fixes. Okay. Well, he's got several different bins to choose from here. This is sort of the standard, I would think. Here's the 1 megabyte full, which is a little bit smaller than this one. And then he's got this one that's OTA, which is a little bit less than the 512. But this is, this is on a, for me, it's on a D1 Mini. So I don't think you need to do it. Somebody asked, do you need to upload something smaller first? I don't think you do. Beta features listing as well, of course. Oh, of course. Beta features listing. Thank you, Frank. All right. Full redesign of the main UI. You can now divide your LEDs into 10 segments. And that's why I'm really excited about this, because I've got a strip under my desk that's right on the ground, but I've got some just old-fashioned, I say old-fashioned, that's funny, old-fashioned LEDs. What's that? But I've got some just analog, a strip of analog LEDs under my desk, and then some behind the computer monitors, and I want to make those wLED'd, and I don't want to have to use a new controller. I just want the same controller. So I'm just going to run 3 wires from the end of my strip that's under the desk, or that's on the floor, up to a new strip I'll put under the desk, and then from here I'll run 3 more wires up to another strip that'll be behind the monitors. Ye old LEDs. All right. Oh, and this was, since we didn't do this yet, let's do this for anybody that's new that's watching. I know a couple people said they were here for the first time. Okay. Pre-slot 16 can save the entire configuration. Oh, cool. So 16 is a special one. Did not know that. All other preset slots will save the config of the first segment and applied to selected segments. Okay, that's interesting. I haven't tried to play with that. You can now live preview the current effect in the web UI. That is fantastic. If you haven't seen this, we'll look at that. That's really, really cool. Control for a tertiary color. So now instead of just a primary and secondary, we also have a third color we can choose. So basically, you're setting your own palette now if you want to. Glad you didn't burn down your garage. That was crazy, wasn't it? That was crazy. Oh, man. Oh, good times, man. Good times. Okay. Toggle either sync, send only, or sync, send, receive from the UI. Okay. Added some effects. Added a palette. Quick toggle for MQTT. Brightness limiter for 12 volts. Option to space out the LEDs. Nice. Several commands to the API. Cool. NTP server now configurable. Improved E131 performance. That's mucho importante. Fixed add a light. I don't know what that is. Remove default light config. Please use a boot preset instead. Oh, okay, that's good. Remove CSS theme for now. removed Home Assistant auto discovery, suppressed by native integration. Uh-oh. Is that what, do you have to do something about that, Frank? Okay, let's do it. Let us do it. Let's download it. I think I'm going to just download the full. Or should I just download this one? I'm going to just try this one. Or we can look at it and see. Somebody asked, is it OTA? Like, can you just do... Okay, we'll save this to the secret plans. Well, actually, we'll save this to our... We'll save this to the same place it always goes, which is Flash Easy. That's where all my bins live. My bin bros. Bin bros. Yeah. All right. We're going to go... Let's open up the controller here in my office. That's this one. And I've already... You'll see when it pops up that it's already been using... Why is it taking so long? Should not be taking long. It does not look like it's going to come up. You know, I think the power got turned off, and I wonder if... Dang it. I wonder if this one is not... I wonder if I didn't reserve the IP address. And so maybe it got a new IP address. Ah, poo. Oh, poo. Well, if you ever lose your wLED controllers, you can always find them again by doing the auto discovery or discovery lights. Yeah, it looks like it discovered a bunch of new ones. So probably changed their names. Or changed the IP addresses when the power went out for some of them. Let's see. Office, it says, is offline. I don't see any new ones. It looks like you just rediscovered all the same ones. All right, let me unplug it and plug it back in. Weird. Yeah, I thought I did. I usually do save the addresses, but gosh, when you're dealing with 100 of them, it's kind of hard sometimes to remember. Oh, there it is. Okay. I still think it had to do with the power going out, but anyways. All right, so this is the beta. So this is kind of the sneak peek of what this is going to look like. But let's go to config, security updates, and then it doesn't, he doesn't have like an OTA update where it connects directly to the GitHub and downloads the one you need. So you just need to go to this one, manual OTA update, and then choose a file. It does tell you at least which one that you can now get a version 9.1. So that's good. Flash Easy. wLED right there. Open. Update. Simple as that. Wow, it's already, you can see the counting down there. It's already going pretty fast. Making a matrix as I watch. Nice, Tech Turtle, nice. Stand back, everyone. The LEDs may explode. It's one of those days. Successfully updated software. Fantastico. Finally caught a stream. Jefferson, thank you for being here. Let's give you some unicorns. I assume this is going to come back up. Yep, there it is. Okay. Sweetness. All right, here we go. Gotta keep dancing till the music's over. All right. Tried the OTA bin and ended up with a boot loop. Had to pull the controllers and use the regular bin file. Ooh, good advice, Sean. So Sean says don't use the OTA one. There's probably some reason. Want to add some new features, speed controls, but also dynamic segment support. Awesome. Thank you, Frank. Hopefully I'll be able to tune in tomorrow. You streaming tomorrow? Hopefully finally I'll be able to tune in. It's been too long since I got to watch a good Frank stream. Okay. Let's look at what we got here. Oh, first, let's go to PC mode. Let's go to user interface and see. Oh, it's not there. Okay. Where do you suppose that is? Wi-Fi setup? No. LED preferences? No. What do you suppose PC mode is, fellas? I would have thought it'd been under user interface. Anybody know? Dun, dun, dun. Hey, Chris Edwards is here. What's up? Your OTA was flawless? Oh, that's good. So you're already on 9.1? I was in Vegas a lot, Chris, and I didn't see you, man. What the heck? Aww. Live stream, first time ever, Joshua. Okay, let's do the surprise one for you. I really would have thought it'd be under user. Maybe it's back here or somewhere. Okay, well, anyways, in the meantime, let's do this. So the preview, if you hit that preview button, then you see that orange light. That's because that's what color it is. And if you change it to green, it changes to green. Change it to blue, it changes to blue. Then if you pick I guess you could change it to a palette. What happens? No, it doesn't do anything if you change it to a palette. Only if you change it to an effect. So if you change it to an effect like this, now it's using primary and secondary. Well, now it's using, because I picked a palette. So let's go back to default palette and not confuse things. Okay, let's do something like bouncing balls. That's a new one. Boing. Boing. Wonder how many it will do. Oh, look, there's a bunch. So what else can happen here? Let's do colorful. Ooh, pretty color loop. Just flashes through all of them. What's this one? Is this the speed and intensity? I think this is the speed. Yeah, that's the speed, and then this is the intensity. Yeah. So this one, it does saturation, because this is more white, and this is more saturated, less white. And then there's the speed. So that's what those two sliders are. So you can go through all these, and it gives you this preview bar up here, which is absolutely flippin' awesome. If you go back to the beta version, the resets disappear. Oh, there's a bug with the new version. After a few speed changes, your Node MCU will reset. At least yours does. Oh, bummer. Bummer. Fire. Okay. So anyways, that's the effects page. Segments page. We got to mess with segments. Okay, let's pick some segments here. Add a segment. I have 91 LEDs. So I'm going to say that the first segment is going to start at 0, and it's going to go to, I don't know where halfway is, but that's not quite halfway. It's probably somewhere around 60. So let's do that. Okay. Yeah, almost exactly. And ended up right at the corner. So now let's add another segment. Let's see what this one is. So, okay, so we have segment 0, which is everything. All right. We have segment 1, which is 0 through 60. And we're going to add another one that's going to be 61 through 91. All right. So I suppose, what else is this thing doing? Grouping and spacing, huh? So a grouping would probably mean 9,000. Grouping would probably mean, so you could group, say, oh, you can see what it's doing up here. Actually, this is what it's doing. That's funny. We'll go through and play with the effects and see what happens. But I'm wondering if what a grouping does, you guys tell me what you think. Maybe you can set this one to be group 1, and if you had a bunch more segments, you could have several that were group 1 and other segments that were group 2, and some could overlap and some not, right? Something like that. All right, let's go here. Let's just take this one segment, and we'll go to effects, and we'll change to something like candle. It's not doing anything. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so that's just doing that segment. So now we're going to deactivate that segment. It'll keep doing what we told it to do. Now we're going to go to the other segment, and we're going to do something different with it. Yep, that's right. Oh, yeah. Oh, this thing's blinking crazily right here. It's going to give me a seizure, I think. We better fix that. So back to segments. All right. Thank you, Ramra. We're going to go back to this segment and change the effect. We got to find that PC mode. Somebody see if you can find that PC mode. Glad someone did. Poor Z's almost got squirreled. I don't know what's going on in the chat. Sorry. I want to find something fun. I like color winkles. Oh, but is it a fire palette? It must be. I think it's set to fire palette because I hit candle or fire or something like that. Well, let's set our colors. We can set our primary color as red. We're going to set our secondary color as this kind of bluish. It's not doing anything up here. We're going to set our third color as full-on blue. What does R do? Does R reset them? Random. Oh, R does random. Oh, okay, cool. Nice. Okay. We'll go to that. Pretty sweet. It's not doing anything with that up there, though. Must be because of what I have picked. Let's do something that uses all those. It's weird that those colors are not the colors I would expect. Is it because my segment colors, reverse direction? That's useful. Are those my colors? It's weird. He just keeps going back to these fire colors. This one's not changing. Let's go to this, switch this to the other segment and play with that for a second. That's my primary color. It's doing a lot of yellow. I wonder why. I guess let's go back here to the colors. Primary color. Secondary color. I must be doing something wrong on this. Third color. Oh, I guess now it's affecting it. Okay. Now it's using those colors a little more. Interesting. Zooming your browser out and PC will appear. Whoa. Oh, really? So just zoom out. Okay. Not full screen, because full screen didn't work. Let's just try zoom out. Oh, PC mode. Ha! Thank you. Okay. Now I can zoom back in. It's because I was old man eyes. I couldn't see the PC mode. Okay, there you go. So now PC mode's not visible because I'm zoomed in too far. So I zoom out a little bit and there's PC mode. Thank you. Who said that? I don't know who said that, but thank you very much. All right. Now we'll go to PC mode. And that's beautiful. Look at that. And I love that this now, it kind of changes the color based on, or changes, to a little bit more of a gray if you've actually saved something to those slots. So it lets you know which ones you haven't saved to. So that's great. All right. I still want to see some more. What is the best, percent? I want to see what percent does. That part's just going nutty. It's not doing much. Percent plasma. Popcorn. I want something that uses this. So that uses the primary and secondary color. Okay. I want something that okay, there's all three of my colors. There's something that uses all three of my colors anyways. It's the dual, is that the Synlon dual? Yeah. That's at least using all three of my colors. So now if I change my colors, you can see it change. Okay, that's better. Yeah, okay, you can see that there. And then we can go back to this other segment. Oh, I don't need to switch down here because it's all up here. I can go and turn off this segment and turn on that segment. And it's got different colors. But I want oh, good. That uses my colors. This is a solid pattern try. Golly, how many effects are there now? Good gracious. 2 areas, 2 dots. Try fade. So this will probably fade between those 3 colors. So this is really, try fade would be really good for like a team, a sports team color, I think, because it goes between them. But this will go between the 3 that you set down here. So we're going to change this out for green. And now it's going to go, oh, let's change this out for orange or brownish, whatever. So there's green, there's sort of the brown, and then it goes to the blue. So that's how you get those 3 colors. Awesome. What else was in there? Let's see, what else was in that release? What else do we need to look at? Quick color selectors, that's these. So that's the quick color selectors. PC mode, love it. I don't have RGBW modes, auto RGBW. So I'm assuming, let's go through the settings, I guess. LED preferences. Here you can do RGB. Oh, if you have RGBW, then you just activate that. Okay, seems like that was what it was before. Apply preset on boot. And since he said it doesn't have, you can look and see it doesn't have a default color. He just wants you to use a preset. So save it as whatever one of your presets that you like. Let's go back to that. All right. And now he's got, oh good, he's got LED voltage. Excellent. So when it's doing the calculation for limiting the current, you can tell it that you have 12-volt lights. You can tell it if you've got the default, or if you want to call them, if you have efficient ones or eco, whatever they call them, or if you just want to be a little more liberal in your assigning of what you think your lights are going to draw. And then if you have WS2815s, very nice. And those are 12 volts. Those are 12 volts as well. Or custom. Oh, that's cool. So you can just decide, oh, I think it's going to be this many milliamps. Oh, I love that. Oh my goodness, that's fantastic. Okay. I'm going to call mine efficient. Yeah. Okay. Apply the presets. Set current preset cycle, gamma colors, transitions. A lot of these are the same. Linear wrap. Okay, cool. Cool. Let's look at, see what else we got. Team colors. Just put the Michigan colors and quit pretending like you're not going to. Hey, Vanessa, where's Vanessa? We beat Purdue on a winning streak again in basketball. 5-game winning streak. Let's see. I just want to peek and see if there was anything changed here. I don't think there's anything changed in the... I don't see anything that looks different there. Okay. User interface, it's really just nothing. This is just what the name of it's going to be in the app. Sync button toggles both send and receive. Oh, okay. Sync button toggles both send and receive. Okay. So you can do, if you go back out here, this sync button. If you do it, other lights in the network will now sync with this one. This and other lights in the network will no longer sync. Other lights in the network will now sync with this one. Okay. That's what that had to do with. This is this part. Sync button toggles both send and receive. Okay. User interface, sync. Button setup. I love having the on-off buttons. In fact, I should probably do that on this one. Not tonight. We still got the port, the UDP port we can do. We can still do She Who Shall Not Be Named. We can still do E131. And I've got mine as one of my universes for X lights. The name for She Who Shall Not Be Named. MQTT is all good. And Hue Bridge stuff. Okay, that looks about the same. Time and macros. I wonder if this is any different. Okay, so this is, oh, he's got his own NTP server for the lights. Oh, that's cool. Is that what that means? And then macros are the same. See down here, the schedule's about the same. Boot macro. Use 0 for the default action instead of a macro. Okay. That looks about the same. Well, I think most of it is going to be, to me, the most interesting part. Uh-oh. Type error cannot read property success of null. Huh? Comes back. Still there. What are you doing? Why are you doing this to me? Oh, they're not responding. Is this what happens? Did this happen to somebody else? What'd I do? What happened? Well, I guess I need to, I'm not sure if I can reboot. Save and reboot. See if that'll do it. jQuery failure. What do I have to do to fix that? Any ideas? Close the browser entirely and reload. Okay. What else did you guys want to see? And it exploded. I said this was going to be short, and it's been a half hour, and that's what I kind of wanted to keep it to. I know that's really short for me for stream. Not quite as short as it would be for Frank, because Frank's the marathon stream man. Okay, they're back to responding. Yeah, they're back to responding now. And they're doing the maize and blue, because that's my default. Okay. So do you guys want me to point at something? What happens to me? That's what happened to you on the last update? Okay. A lot of times needs to restart the Node MCU. I see. Okay. And it exploded. I wonder what that's about. Anyways, we'll make sure Eric Cookie sees that, and then he can give us a little update if we need to. Oh, you know what? The other thing I was going to do right now while I got him here is, before we go, this is our last little thing we're going to do. Where's his buy me a coffee thing? Because where did it go? Oh, signed in as DrZzs demo. That's right. I forgot I was doing that for that. I think I was doing that. Was I doing that live? No, I was doing that. I was recording that. Anywhooser, where's the way to... Hey, everyone, smash that like button. Yeah, smash it before I gotta go. I'm going to go donate real quick. I'm going to go donate. Donate. There we go. Send me a small gift. PayPal. Do it. Euros, let's do dollars. I know how to count dollars. US dollars. Now, I'm not this generous with everybody, but Christian has done us a huge, huge service. So I am not holding back. 100 US dollars. Eric Cookie, thank you, brother. It has brought me enough joy that it's totally worth it. Sure. $105. All right. Send more money. Okay. Excellent. So if you guys don't have, Air Cookie's thing for donations, let me make it easy. Go back to this, wherever it went. I should have just done that when I was there. Get up, Air Cookie. He doesn't ask me to do this. I do this because I like him. I want to see him do well. Okay. There you go. All right. Pals and gals, thanks for being here. I had a question. I made a terrarium full of sensors, but now I'm selling it because I don't need it anymore. But how can I sell it to someone without them have to flash all the ESPs? Yeah, maybe you can do it for them before you go, Ant, or you can go into them and reset them all to some generic Wi-Fi. Is that what you mean? Go in and I don't know how you have them done. You have them ESP Home, you have them Tasmota, something like that. Go into each of them. You'll have to go into each of them beforehand and set it to a generic Wi-Fi and password, and then just tell them this is the Wi-Fi and password. That way it's not still yours, right? And then if you have MQTT broker stuff in there, you'll have to do something similar, or just go into each one yourself and take that information out. And you'll have to sell it to somebody who knows what they're doing. Again, I don't know what kind of what you're running, so it might be easy, might be difficult. So thanks for being here, fellas. Sorry for the lateness. Sorry for the late notice. You did it with ESP Home. You're screwed. With ESP Home, I don't know. Because that is integrated pretty well with Home Assistant. I don't know. I would go to the ESP Home Discord and ask them. I don't know how active Odo has been in developing ESP Home lately, or if there's others that are doing it. But I would go to ESP Home has a portal now. Oh, okay. You can enable that. Okay. Frank knows what to do. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the portal means. Doesn't DSP Home have the API mode? Need to get back to Sunday so I can watch the entire stream from home. Nick, I will do a Sunday stream this week. I know I said I would do it yesterday, but then I went out of town. I didn't plan on it. But I had to go visit some friends. I had to go visit some good friends that I haven't seen in a long time, and one of them's not going to be around forever. So we spent some time together. It was awesome. I'm glad I went. So, and I wanted to get something done today, and I did. So that's great. Thank you, Air Cookie, for the new wLED. That's all for now. I'm going to sign off by myself. Thanks for watching. Till next time, adios. Watch Frank's stream tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody. Adios.